Get ready to question everything you think you know about pocket change. For decades, the 1966 Washington quarter has been dismissed as worthless, a mere 25 cents of copper and nickel clad. But imagine for a moment that the common coin you just got back from the grocery store could be the 1 in a billion anomaly that unlocks a small fortune. Stop what you are doing and check your change, your piggy bank, your junk drawers, because deep within the mundane history of this coin lies a secret so profound, so valuable, that certain rare examples have obliterated auction records, selling for not just hundreds, not thousands, but a jaw-dropping tens of thousands of dollars. This isn't just coin collecting, this is a treasure hunt for the most elusive and valuable Washington quarter ever minted. Stick around, because we are about to expose the stunning history, the shocking scarcity, and the incredible, life-changing value of the most rare 1966 quarter dollar. You might be holding a lottery ticket in your hand right now. The 1966 Washington quarter dollar is an interesting coin because it was born out of a financial crisis. To understand its rarity and value, we must first dive into the numismatic turmoil of the mid-1960s. Prior to 1965, the United States quarter was made of 90% silver. However, rising silver prices had caused people to hoard coins, pulling them out of circulation for their precious metal content. This led to a severe nationwide coin shortage. In response, the U.S. Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1965, which mandated a monumental shift in American currency. The silver was removed. The new quarter composition, starting officially with the 1965 mintage, was a clad coin, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core, the same composition we use today. This new coin was intrinsically worth less than its silver predecessor, which the government hoped would discourage hoarding. The rarity of these potential 1975 errors is amplified by the fact that the 2p coin was made of bronze until 1992. Bronze is a relatively soft metal, making it susceptible to the kinds of dramatic striking errors that produce spectacular, and thus highly valuable, flaws. Any instance of a major off-center strike, where the design is stamped far off the center of the coin, leaving a blank crescent, a significant lamination error, where the metal layers begin to separate or peel, or a large cut error, a raised blob of metal on the rim, caused by a piece of the die breaking off, would be a spectacular find. Such coins are unique artifacts of the minting process, and their value is dictated not by their metallic content, but by the story they tell of a fleeting, costly mistake. An extreme, certified example of any of these major errors could easily breach the $100,000 mark. In conclusion, while the standard 1975 2 new pence coin is just pocket change, you are not looking for the standard coin. You are on the hunt for a phantom. You are looking for a spectacular error, a unique anomaly, a 1 in a billion mistake that slipped past the Royal Mint's quality control. You are searching for the wrong planchet mule, the dramatic double die, or the billion-dollar blue shade that could change your life forever. The difference between a few pennies and an absolute fortune lies in the smallest, most beautiful, and most terrifying flaw. It's a treasure hunt that starts with a humble 2-pence coin, and the reward for success could be millions of dollars. Now, don't just stare at your screen, start checking your coins. The prize is waiting. The majority of uncirculated 1966 quarters fall into the MS-60 to MS-65 grades, which might sell for just a few dollars. However, the value exponentially explodes at the top of the scale. A 1966 quarter graded at MS-67 is already scarce and can be worth hundreds of dollars. But the rarest examples, the finest known to exist, are those graded at MS-68 or the near-perfect MS-68+. These are coins that, through sheer luck or careful preservation, show virtually no marks, no scratches, and possess outstanding original luster. The single, most valuable 1966 Washington quarter known is a regular issue coin that was professionally graded as MS-68+. This coin is currently recognized as the highest graded example in existence. Because it is essentially the only one of its kind at this level of perfection, it represents the ultimate, condition rarity. In a stunning public display of its breathtaking value, this coin sold at a major auction in May 2023 for an astonishing $21,000. This sale vividly demonstrates that even a modern, clad coin can be a multi-thousand-dollar treasure if it stands alone at the pinnacle of preservation. The multi-thousand-dollar mint errors ***. Beyond the ultra-rare perfect condition coin, a second, equally exciting path to massive value lies in mint errors, the spectacular and unpredictable mistakes that sometimes occur during the manufacturing process. Because the U.S. Mint was in a period of high volume, rapid production due to the coinage crisis, errors were not uncommon, but the rare, significant errors are the ones that command the multi-thousand-dollar prices the user seeks. 1966 Double Die Reverse, DDR, quarter ***. This is arguably the most famous and valuable error for this date. A double die coin is created when the working die, the tool that strikes the coin, receives multiple, slightly misaligned impressions from the master hub during its creation. This results in a distinct, visible doubling of the coin's design elements. On the 1966 quarter, the DDR error shows noticeable doubling on the lettering, particularly on the motto E pluribus unum and the denomination, $quarter, on the reverse. Because this mistake was on the die itself, many coins were struck with this error before it was caught, but high-grade examples are extremely rare. A well-defined 1966 DDR quarter, especially in high uncirculated grades, can easily sell for hundreds to well over $1,000, with the very best examples having the potential to realize significantly more. This is the error most collectors dream of finding in their pocket change. Struck on a foreign planchet ***. This is one of the most exciting and valuable errors imaginable. A planchet is the blank metal disc before it is struck by the dies to become a coin. A struck on a foreign planchet error occurs when a planchet intended for a different coin, perhaps a dime or a cent, or even a coin from a foreign mint that somehow got mixed in, is fed into the quarter stamping press. This results in a quarter design that is either too small, too large, or made of the wrong metal composition. If a 1966 quarter were accidentally struck on a planchet intended for a 90% silver foreign coin or an incorrect composition, it would be a unique and highly prized rarity. While no major million-dollar error of this type has been publicly confirmed for the 1966 quarter, the precedent for such errors on other dates is clear, and a truly unique, highly dramatic error coin, like one struck on a dime planchet with a strong date visible, would instantly be worth tens of thousands of dollars to the right collector. The possibility of such an extreme error being discovered remains the ultimate thrill. Major off-center strikes ***. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank is improperly seated in the coining chamber and is only partially struck by the dies, leaving a blank crescent of metal on one side. While minor off-center strikes are only worth a few dollars, a spectacular error, one that is significantly off-center, e.g., 50% or more, and clearly displays the complete date, is a highly sought-after rarity. Such a dramatic error on a 1966 quarter can easily be worth hundreds to a few $1,000s, depending on the percentage of the strike and the clarity of the details. The history of the 1966 quarter dollar is far more than the story of a common coin. It is a tale of a transformative era in U.S. coinage, where the shift from silver to clad created an enormous mintage that was, paradoxically, the perfect stage for the creation of extreme rarities. The vast production numbers mean that the few surviving coins in perfect MS-68+ condition are almost mythical, achieving values of over $21,000. Similarly, the accidental creation of the double die reverse coins and the potential for a spectacular, dramatic major error on a wrong planchet or an extreme off-center strike ensures that certain 1966 quarters are literally worth thousands of dollars. It is the hunt for these needle-in-a-haystack specimens, the flawless survivor, the double die marvel, the spectacular mint error, that injects such excitement into the hobby. The average 1966 quarter is merely 25 cents, but knowing that the most rare versions are commanding prices in the five figures, and that a previously unknown, extreme error could surface to command even more, makes every Washington quarter you encounter a potential piece of hidden fortune. So, the next time you hold a 1966 quarter, do not simply dismiss it as common change. Understand its history as a product of a numismatic revolution, then scrutinize it with a keen eye. Look for that telltale doubling on the reverse, check for perfect luster and an absence of any single mark, and imagine the sheer luck of finding a dramatic error. The rare 1966 Washington quarter dollar is a reminder that incredible value is often hidden in the most unexpected and common places, waiting for a sharp-eyed collector to unlock a windfall of hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Would you like me to focus in on the specific details of the 1966 double die reverse error so you know exactly what to look for when inspecting your coins?